Hello, so in this video I'm just going to talk about the Casio f91w, which is a humble little watch. I mean, it's pretty much all the watch most people would need with its functions, having an alarm, a stopwatch, an hourly bleep, you know, it tells you the time. It's got a backlight which illuminates it well enough at night so you can read it, and being so cheap. I mean, this one I picked up for £10 from Argos. But if you don't like this style, because it looks a bit kind of maybe like a kid's watch, there are other colours you can get, many colours in fact, but this is the other type I got, which has got, instead of all the blue and silver and gold writing on that one, this one's all in gold except the WR, and I think that gives a better look, and it's got gold toned buttons on the side, which is also pretty cool. And the LCD screen has a different shade to it. So yeah, I think that looks a little bit smarter. And if you really want to make it look smart, or at least what I believe looks smart, is you could even do this, which is get one and put on this is a dark brown leather strap with a gold tone buckle, which I think gives it a nice look. Makes it look kind of retro, which I thought was pretty cool. But if you are going to change the strap, you need to make sure you, I'll show you on the back of this one, you see the arrows, they show you which way to push out the pins, and you want to make sure you get a really small tool to push that pin out and make sure you're on the centre of the pin when you push it through. So that would be my advice there, because if you use something too thick, you damage the plastic where the pin hooks in, and then it won't hold. And apparently you can't push them in and out too many times because they become loose. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But madly enough, one thing that amazed me with these these are £10 new. This was like under £9 new from Amazon. So is this one. But what amazes me is there are fake ones on the market. Now this one I got second hand with a job lot of watches. The blue strap I added myself because the strap was torn across around here somewhere, and this piece was missing, although I did fit the Casio buckle on this strap. This strap was off, if you go on places like eBay, you can pick up a fake kind of version of this which doesn't say Casio, just says f91w, and they're really awful. But you can use the strap on your normal one, on your regular Casio f91w, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this one, despite looking fairly real, you know, the stamping on the back looks fine, the screws look fine. It's fake. If I hold this button down, you're supposed to hold it for a few seconds and then it would show Casio, which, as you can see, nothing happened. But if I pick up one of these ones, hold the button for a few seconds, it will say Casio. The other test I've seen people say you can do is hold all the buttons and you get that, which is like a test for the LCD screen, which this one does have that function. But yeah, it doesn't do the doesn't show the Casio writing, and also the backlight is really dim, and I don't think the bleep's as loud. You can hear it sounds a bit more mute. So yeah, that's obviously a bit of a fake one, but I just use that if I'm working on the bikes or whatever. I'll just wear that, and then if I damage it, it doesn't matter. So the dimensions of the watch, it's around about 34mm wide, thereabouts. The pin to pin distance is around 34mm, and it's about 8.5mm thick, around that kind of ballpark. It's got quite a long strap, I would say, with plenty of holes for adjustment, so it will fit most people. And yeah, it's got a few functions, as I said. So you've got, you know, the normal time. You can have it in 24-hour or 12-hour. I normally have it in 24. Then you've got the alarm function, which you can set up, and this is where you can turn on the alarm, turn on the hourly chime, turn on both, or turn both off. Then whenever you touch a button, so if you go into a setting and you mess around with it, next time you press a button it will take you back to the time. But if you don't touch anything, you just press that again, it will take you then, here we go, to the stopwatch which is running. This has a lap timer as well. So I think it's this button here. Yeah, that takes you into the lap timer. Then if you press it again, you can see the original time. So it's pretty cool. So if someone, running a race, you could stop it where the first person crosses the line, and then you could, stop it. Then you could press it again, see where the second person run across the line. So you'd have the 2 times, which is pretty cool. You can clear that. That will take us back to the time. And if we cycle through, so we've got the alarm, the stopwatch. Then when we get back to the time, we're now in the mode to set it. And then we can press this button here and, press that button to change it and cycle through, and got the month and everything, the day, the date, the day. So yeah, that's pretty much it really. I do think it's pretty much all the watch most people would need for a day-to-day basis. I believe it's waterproof to about 30 meters, which means you can like wash your car or, wash your dishes or this or that. I mean, some people do crazy tests with them, apparently go diving and swimming and put them through the washing machine, and apparently they do survive really well, but it's not recommended. But then again, I mean, such a cheap watch for £10, you could take a risk and, worst case scenario, you've only lost £10. Thank you for watching and making it to the end, and I'll see you in the next video.